Welcome guys to another race of the AOR League Season 9. You're here with the Lee and the Sick One, and this time around we got Red Bull Ring in the rain.
Good luck.
And you see, who's that? Tapeback. Yeah, he he was gunning for it. There was one guy who forgets this information lap. So I managed to qualify in 5th position this time. No, actually, first off, let's just show the table of the league, and as you can see, I'm in the 4th position in this championship currently. And if I can make it up on a good podium point here, I could maybe get into the top 3 in this championship event. So I'm gonna go really slow here, and really safe, and try to do the absolute best I can.
Oh no, it's going.
I qualified in 5th position. That was kind of funny because I believe 4th place,
seems to be
5th
teleporting
position,
again.
and Tapeback. That's me, Sal, me, Sal, and
Yeah, you guys
Tapeback.
are lagging all over the place for me. You've all taken out all the brake marker boards.
They're talking smack right now. Gotta wait for them to talk smack.
No, yours were on Phoenix, but are mine?
Yes.
Yours as well now. Okay.
Yeah, I pressed the wrong button.
Okay, so I managed to qualify in the 5th position, and me, Sal, and Tapex from 4th to 6th position, we all had the exact same qualifying time. I think we had 1.28.566. We all three had it. Tapex and me had 5.66, and Sal had 5.65, I think. So it's all pretty much the same for all the three of us. That was really crazy. But I'm a real bad qualifier. I'm really not good at qualifying. I most of the time end up higher than my qualifying laps, so I'm oftentimes better in the races. So I'm hoping. I really don't care that much for the qualifying, as you know, it's 1 hour race. 1 position, 2 position, 3 position is not going to make much of a difference. So I'm still hoping for a good race. Here we come. Now it's all about to Yadir. It's all up to Yadir. When is it gonna go?
Iceberg, you
Is
are
it gonna
now
go
out,
now?
right?
Is it gonna go later? I'm trying to look at him to get a good start. And he's gonna go in a second. Not now, but yeah, there you go. And I'm slow again. I'm so bad at this. I suck at starts. I don't know why, but I managed to keep my position here anyway, even though I had such a bad start. And yeah, we're off. It seems clean to me. The first corner, everyone gets through. I think everyone is taking it slow. And obviously my plan here is to go brake earlier. Of course, brake earlier because I don't want a stupid crash in turn 2. So I brake earlier. It's all good. It's all good. And BAM! Popsa takes out 5 Fab Iceman.
Sorry.
He just completely rammed Fab Iceman, and looking from the replay,
Okay, who
Popsa
took me out?
what he did was actually he braked
Ray
at
is
the dry marker.
unbelievable.
He braked where you brake in qualifying with soft tires, and off he goes again. Popsa goes off again. 3rd corner, really inconsistent. But what he did, he braked at the 100 mark, and that's where you brake if you are on soft tire in dry conditions. So I really don't know what went through his mind in that corner. That was just really stupid. And then he lost in the next corner as well. I don't know what to say. That was not good from him, not braking early. But anyway, I managed to gain 2 positions, so I'm up in the 3rd behind my teammate Sal. And I'm like, oh, this is going good. It's going good. We are, the grid is thinning out, and the 4 of us in the front are kind of pulling away. So I'm doing everything I can to keep it safe and clean. And I see that I gain on Sal a lot. I see that I have a faster pace, and that
You're gonna slow down for that off track.
he is actually holding me back right now.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get a good exit here. I get quite a good exit, and hoping to pass him with the slipstream here, because I just want to see if I can maybe match Jari's pace. So I go on outside, and you can see he said he told me you can pass. So he's a great teammate. He realized.
What's going on?
I went a little bit wider, obviously, But he realized that I had a faster pace than him. He saw it, so he's just gonna let me pass with teammates. So, and I'm gonna pass him sooner or later. He's just gonna give me an opportunity to chase down Jagger by letting me pass. And oh, crazy! My plan for this race is actually drive really slow. I'm gonna focus everything I can. sorry guys. Everything I can on going slow and safe. I don't want to push it whatsoever because, you know, it's so easy to spin in the rain. So easy, and if you do that, you are done. You are done if you spin in this race. So you don't necessarily have to be the fastest guy in this race to get to a high position. All you have to do is pretty much don't make a mistake. Don't spin and you are good to go. And right now it's I can't believe it right now. I'm like, okay, it's only lap 2, but I'm actually gaining on Jagger. I don't know how I do it because Jagger is super fast, but somehow I managed just to keep up with Jagger. And yeah, I see that I pull away from Sal immediately. Sal and Tapex are having a little fight there. Jagger is still going strong. I'm trying my best to go with him and
track without slowing down.
Not like my plan is to hit every apex here. That's pretty much good. I'm not even looking back. I'm not looking at the times of Sal, Tapex, or anyone behind me. All I'm doing is looking forward and looking at Jagger's time, because I'm in the mode for hunt. Yeah, I'm gonna hunt him down. So let's see what I can do. Now Jagger is pulled away like half a second. Made some stupid mistake probably. But I'm trying to adapt to this rain, because when I did some custom practice in the rain, custom races, not practices, but races. The first like 3 or 4, even 4 laps, the track was still dry. It was very dry, and I could make 1.34 times in the dry conditions. So I thought like, okay, after this formation lap, the track is gonna be pretty dry, so I'm still gonna be able to brake a little bit later and push a little bit harder. And that caught, I think it caught everyone off guard. I knew it caught Jagger off guard, that it was so wet, and probably some other people. So I had to adapt to that, to the rain that I was not expecting. So I think I'm starting to get into some kind of rhythm now. Now there, you know, you always have a little bit of you know, pump or heartbeat or something in the beginning.
No worries.
At least me. But comparing from the first race in Coda, there I was really pumping and I was really nervous like hell. I was like But now I don't know. I was pretty calm there actually. I didn't have that much stress or pressure in this race for some reason. And you see, I was 1.8 seconds behind Jagger there, so I'm definitely gaining on him, and I just think that's amazing. I don't know how I'm able to keep up with Jagger. I just found a pace in the perfect place. I found a pace and said too much. Obviously here I'm trying to go as close as I can to all the puddles without touching them. Because you obviously, some corners you can't hit the apex due to the puddles, like the SA there, or like this snake, I don't know what you call them, but the snake thing there, that's where you have some puddles that you really want to be careful of. And we are still pulling away, me and Jagger. Tapek is now 5 seconds away from Jagger, and cannot even see him on the map at the moment. I'm guessing a lot of people have I know that there was a lot of crashes and push-offs in this race, so I'm expecting a lot of stewards inquiries from people in this race, and that is to be expected. I mean, it's rain, and it's really easy to spin here. So I think a lot of people are gonna do mistakes. You know, even if you overtake someone and don't intentionally do it. I mean, you just brake a little bit too late, or because you're on the inside, it's different grip. it's more rain and you forgot you need to brake earlier or something, and you go too far and you hit the guy and you push him out. I know that happened to some people here in this race. So I think a lot of people's races got destroyed. Iceman, I mean, he got punted off in the second corner by Pop, so that was horrible. But he did not pick up any damage. He did not pick up any damage, and that is great. So he kept 5th or 6th position, I think, maybe even 7th, and he kept going strong and pushing for it. But then he spun again in turn 3, and he kept going and he spun and he kept going and he spun, and Pops hit him again, and he also blocked him at some point, causing 3 aerial front damage in Fab Iceman's car, and then he spun again. So Fab Iceman was really inconsistent, and maybe he lost the focus because he got rammed by Popsu, or maybe I don't know, the nerves got to him, but he definitely spun a lot of times, which ended up in him eventually retiring from the race. He was super mad, and I understand him 100%. I would be so mad as well and sad with the race. And yeah, I'm really sorry if you're seeing this, fam. I'm really sorry for your race. That's horrible. I know how it feels, but I know you can make it up in the next races. We still got 7 races left, so I'm hoping for you to do better in the next races. And also Popsu, I don't know what's up with this guy in this race, because like you saw the turn 2 when he crashed Fab Iceman, I have no idea what the fuck he was doing. He did not even brake early. He did not even brake at the wet line where you normally brake in the wets, but he braked at the dry. It's it's not understandable. And then, you know, third corner he spins. Okay, I can understand that, but it's not just one spin. I mean, he spun some other times. He blocked off Fab Iceman again, causing damage to him, and he hit some other people. I mean, he was involved in a lot of accidents, and he spun a lot. He was running so bad this race that me and Jadir came up to lap him. I mean, I don't know what happened with Pops in this race, but something is wrong. Maybe he just can't handle the rain, or he's losing his mind. Maybe a combination, I don't know. But not good for him. And right now, I'm not even looking back at the time trials. I just see on the map that we are far ahead, and I'm thinking, yeah, we pulled away. So I shouldn't be focusing on my back. I'm not gonna focus on what's behind me or if someone's pushing, because obviously, right now at the moment, there's no one doing that. So I'm just on my head, hunt down Jadir, and for some reason. Maybe it's just me, but me personally, I found it much easier to hunt someone down than being hunted. If I have a guy right in my ass, I'm very prone to stress and making mistakes and just driving like a trash can. So in one way, I'm actually happy that I'm running behind the other, because if he were to be behind me, he might have forced me into some mistake by putting pressure. So this is kind of good, and I'm really sad that one of our teammates, Mr. Van Ommen, is away on holiday. I think he's up skiing. He sent a picture of him drinking beer just before the race. So, I think he's sitting there drinking his beer and watching the race, laughing at us, all the retards trying to make it in the rain. And he definitely picked the right day. To go away, because I mean, rain is gonna be the hardest one. So that was clever from him. I think that was some tactic, you know. I would think that was a tactic for him. He's keeping away from the rain. I knew it. Yeah, and me and Sal are teammates, so hopefully we can gain some positions again, because Jadir and Omen is leading the team championship. So it's like, it's kind of split, because I'm also an ACR guy with 3 ACR guys. So Omen and Jadir is in the Actual Vision community team, and me and Sal in the Scandinavians. It's really sad that Sal is not in the ACR team. I really would love to have him in the ACR team. And that's also one thing I forgot to mention. After my first race, when I finished on the podium, I got an offer from Oscaro team to run in their team, and then also Actual Vision contacted me after the race, wanted to have me in the Actual Vision team. So I had to make a decision on which team I wanted to join, and I thought about it. And I mean, Oscaro is, I think it's more serious and it's more esports, and they're even running teams in real life. I saw some Dubai races and such. So they're more serious, you know, the Oscaro team. But the Actual Vision team, it's only solely an esport team online, and they have a great community, and they are mature and friendly and helpful and active. And I know there are some teams like TX3 that are very, very immature, and the manager is horrible there. So I just decided that I'm not in the place in my life where I can spend so much time and be super serious to join a team like Oscaro. And ultimately I just felt that the Actual Vision community would be better for me, because I think it's better community, more people to talk to, more friendly people, and also my friend Jadir is there, and my friend Van Omen is in there. So I just decided to stick with the ACR team, and I'm happy for joining it so far. And we're doing good now. We have 3 ACR guys running, and we are in the top. Like every race, we only had 2 races, so but the first race, me and Jadir picked up the podium. I was not in the ACR then, but still I'm ACR now, so you can say we got 2 ACR in the podium. Next race you got Jadir first, Van Omen third, that's another 2 podiums for ACR, and I finished 4th. So we were 3 ACR in top 4, it's pretty good. And right now, as it's looking, we have 2 ACR on the podium as well, but you never know what can happen. Maybe I do a mistake and spin like a noob, or maybe Jadir does it. But this is looking good for ACR. He's getting some nice publicity with us keeping the wins. And you see, after 20 minutes, I'm still behind Jadir. Our pace are fucking similar. We're just staying with each other. He's not pulling away anything. Sometimes I'm a little bit faster, sometimes he's a little bit faster, but we just, I don't know, we're just so similar. And in my mind, I can't understand it. I don't understand where I found this pace, how I could be this fast. I did not practice that much, maybe total of 2 or 3 hours, maybe 3 hours of practice total. I did only one 1 hour stint race practice just before the race, and once again I had a problem finding a setup. I tried all different setups, but nothing really changed anything. So
what the fuck? That's the second time.
Oh, someone's mad. Someone's mad.
Shut up.
Shut up. Yeah, what I did for every race pretty much is I just run the same setup for every race. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this setup, I'm gonna try to do this, and blah blah blah. But I always end up going back to the same setup, because I find that nothing really changes anything. I'm not good at changing setup whatsoever. I can change springs, anti-roll bar, arrow, and all that shit, but nothing really seems to help me. So since I'm not good at it, I just fuck it. I'm just gonna use the same setup for every race, and it's gonna be good enough. Like right now, it's brought me to 2nd place, and I'm pulling away. I'm almost 10 seconds away from the 3rd guy.
Guys,
And,
please don't shout too much, because I just shit in my pants.
Tudor is back. He got scared. That's funny. By the way, I'm sorry guys, but I accidentally deleted the recording of the 2nd race on Dubai. I was such a noob, because I had like 20 replays and in OBS, and they're all like 218, 56, 32, you know, it's just numbers, and I accidentally deleted the recordings. I was so sad for that, and I tried to recover it by recovering programs, but nothing worked. I couldn't get the recordings back. So that was unfortunate because it was a great race. It was really fun. I had some great battles with Rick and Popsu. Us 3 guys were battling all the time, and I was the stupidest guy on earth during that race. Like, so stupid. I always feel like there's something about my setup, like, I need to change something. So when we are on the grid after the qualifying, I qualified 5th, whatever. On the grid, when we got 2 minutes to make our last changes, I'm like, maybe I should change something. Yeah, that was probably really smart. Let's change something without testing it in the race. So fucking clever, Leon. And not only that, I was so stupid. I changed the front spring, I changed the rear spring, I changed the front anti-roll bar, I changed the rear anti-roll bar, I changed the power ramp, and I think I changed the camber. I know I changed like 6 or 7 things on the car, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, this is probably good, you know. Maybe I can fix the understeer and make it a little bit oversteer if I change this. You're very smart, Leon. Now you can try the setup in the race and see how it goes. So I did that. Oh my god, it's so stupid. I made the car almost undrivable. I made the car oversteer and snap oversteer instantly. So I had an entire hour just battling with my car and trying to not make it oversteer, trying to catch the snaps. I catch the car so many times when it's about to slide. I managed to never... I spanned 2 times, I think, actually. But why would I change 7 things on the car before a race? Like, who the fuck is that stupid? Who would do something as... I don't think anyone has ever done something as stupid like that. But I am that stupid, okay? I'm Leon, the stupid one. So, that's unfortunate, but I still managed to keep in pace with everyone in the top. I had the same pace like everyone, like Jadir or like Titney or Oman or anyone. The real bad thing is that I got caught up in so many battles. I had the pace and I was gaining on Van Omen in 3rd place all the time. But then the battles and all the shit slowed me down so much. So that in the end I could not make it to the podium. But in the last 10 minutes I was in 5th position. I got Pops in front of me. He has 2 seconds penalty and I'm about just a little away from 2 seconds. So I'm just looking at the time and it's like, oh my god, if I can just be in front of 2 seconds behind him, I can do it. I can pull the 4th position if I just keep within 2 seconds point. So I was just driving the best I could, looking at the timings lap after lap. It's like, come on, let's do this. And I believe it's the last lap or something, or second to last lap. We run into a back marker and it's TX3 Tapex or Tuner, I don't know. It was his teammate at least. So his teammate let Popsy pass, obviously. And then when I come, and we're on the long straight, he sticks on the racing line. He sticks straight on the racing line, forcing me to go on the inside, which cost me some tenths. So I lost time there, and I'm back. I'm losing. I'm more than 2 seconds behind him, and I'm like, fuck tape. I don't know. It feels like he just wanted to kind of block me so Popsa could get ahead. Maybe they communicated or something. But I was like, okay, let's just push. I'm gonna give it everything I have. I have one, or I don't know if it was 1 lap, or I think it was 1 lap left. So I'm like, this is it. I have to give everything. I have to forget that the car is undrivable. I just push everything I can to gain this last position. So I just put everything online, sacrificed me spinning out, and in the end, last corner I'm coming in, just putting the throttle down, and I see I'm just on the two mark, and I passed the finish line 1/10 in front, like 1.9 seconds behind him. So I was 1/10 within that, and I managed to take the 4th place in that last lap. And oh my god, that felt so good. That felt so good. Yeah, I got a 3rd place, I got a 4th place, and right now, just look at this. 25 minutes into the race, and me and Jadir, our timings hasn't changed. We have been at each other's ass the entire time, exactly identical pace. This is incredible. This is bigger for me than if I were to finish first, actually, because as I'm a new driver on race for like 6 months or something, to be able to keep up with Jadir, who is raced his entire life, and he has raced in real life, he has been champion of BMW 235i race in real life, he has been playing racing games for entire life, watching racing, he's just so experienced with racing, and for me it's just after 6 months being able to keep the same pace like him is just unbelievable for me. This is another step for me. So that is what I'm most happy about right now. And also, like in this race, I'm really fast, and I think I have a theory of why I think I'm faster in these races. That's because let's take Jadir, okay? He's 28 years old, I think, or maybe even 30. Oh, I missed! Oh, Leon! Ah, fuck! So bad. Yeah, I lost my mind, I lost the focus, and I brake at the wrong sign. I took the sign in front of that sign, actually, so missed my braking point, and almost a second, or 6/10 or something, 5/10. Lost there, so, but you know, I just wanted to catch him up, so I'm stubborn about that. I mean, obviously the other guy is 60 seconds behind, so, but I just wanted to catch Jadir, that's it. But anyway, so my theory is, when we race on the dry, so then Jadir has 25 years experience upon me. I have 6 months, so obviously he's gonna be faster, more experienced than me. And but when it comes to rain, I believe most people in racing games avoid rain and has not done much rain racing at all. I think there's very few people that's done a lot of rain racing, and I think there's even fewer that likes it. So I think that brings down the experience gap. Let's say Jadir has been racing for 25 years. Maybe one of those years he has done racing games. I've been racing for 6 months. This is my first series race in the rain ever. I did maybe 2 8 laps races before. So that, let's say I've raced for a few days, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of rain race. I haven't even done that, but let's just say 1 week to make it simpler. So he has 1 year of experience in rain, I have 1 week of experience in the rain. So instead of having 25 years versus half a year in experience, we now have 1 year versus 1 week, which brings down the experience gap a lot further and levels the playing a little bit. Then it's not about the experience and how much you race, but then it's more like the raw talent, like who can run fast. And obviously I'm not. Jadir is faster than me. As you see, he's still gonna be faster than me. I'm not gonna be able to catch him in this race. But I think that's why I managed to do quite well in this race, because it brings down the experience gap and equalize a lot of people, you know, in speed. But he got held up, I think, by this bat marker, because I gained back the time I lost almost. So half an hour has passed, and we're now about to go into the bat markers. And this is where it gets interesting. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, this could be to my advantage. This could be the time where I can catch Jadir, because maybe they, you know, it's always dangerous to pass bat markers. Sometimes they block you, sometimes they don't let you through, and sometimes they decide to give you space in ridiculous places, like in the middle of the corner, in the racing line. They slow down, and you have to like brake instantly. And like, what the fuck are you guys doing? So it's really dangerous with bat markers sometimes. But I'm just hoping that he can get slowed down, so I can get up on his ass and maybe chase for the podium. And in one way, I really don't hope that he get crashed or that he spins. I really don't hope that he spins. But I'm thinking, like, we are so far ahead, so if he spins, then I will take the first place. and he will not lose any further position because there's people so far ahead behind us. So I don't hope that he spins, but then again, he's so fast. If he just spun, it wouldn't affect his championship. He would still win the entire championship. So I'm like, oh. In one way, I hope that maybe he could crash, but then again, I don't, because that would be really horrible. And I'm sure he's chasing all the wins, like wins for every single race here. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes now when we go into the bat markets. I managed to pass the one kind of cleaner here. I lost some time, 3 seconds behind now. This is horrible. And at this point, I still have not checked what position the third guy is in. I haven't checked how far behind he is me. I only checked on Jadier because I want to be focused on the prize, you know. Focus ahead, focus on chasing. The minute you start looking back, you can be a bit slower. Now it wouldn't affect me anyway because it's 20 seconds from a C now. And so far, I pretty much run really consistent. I hit pretty much all my apexes. I did a few mistakes, like when I missed my breaking point and such, but it's still all good. And I'm going really slow in these corners. Like my plan was to play really safe and drive like a pussy, you know, Leon the pussy one. Because, like I said, one spin and you're done. So I'm just focusing on hitting the apexes. Yes, I'm a little bit slower and all that, but at least hopefully I won't spin. And in this corner you see that stripe of water. Sometimes the stripes go out even further. So what I did every time in that corner, I wanted to go as close to the puddle as I can. And then there is one stripe that goes out from the puddle in the road, and I wanted to hit that small puddle of water. Because what I realized, if I hit that puddle of water with my left tires, that puddle is gonna drag me into the left. It's gonna slow my left side down and give me oversteer, and that is gonna help me turn the car so I can put down the throttle faster. I'm gonna show you next this lap now what I mean. So I try to use that stripe every single time to help me turn the car. You know, use the track and the puddles to my advantage to turn the car, because that is the corner that gives you the most understeer out of every corner. So now we're passing the second bat marker. Jadier come through cleanly here, I see. And I imagine in the next half an hour we're gonna pass a lot of bat markers. It's gonna be really interesting to see. I'm really scared of going through the bat markers actually, because you never know what happens, and especially in the rain. They are probably behind here because of the rain, because they spin, because they, you know, are not so comfortable in the rain. So that's why I'm really scared. And now you see here, 24 guy, he decides to brake. This is what I'm talking about. Give me a second to explain about. You see here, the stripe there. That's the stripe I'm trying to hit to turn my car. This specific lap wasn't that large, but some other laps is larger. So I'm just trying to hit that stripe to help me turn the car and gain some time. Anyway, the Lamborghini behind me, like I said, he decides to brake in the racing line. That is ridiculous. Don't ever do that. I've raced in races before where I'm behind someone, and he this time I've learned from the past races. This time I didn't stay behind him. I went a little bit more to the left because I'm afraid that some people brakes on the racing line like he did. And what they do is, I mean, you are at the edge of the car, you're using all the grip, and you're going behind him. And then when he brakes in front of you, you're forced to brake harder and turn harder, which will exceed the limit and the grip of the car and causing you to spin. And that has happened to me before when bad markers try to let you pass on the racing line. So this time I'm much more cautious, and I'm aware that they can brake on the racing line. And if I were to run my normal pace and use all the entire grip of the car and behind him, there's a huge chance that I would have spun or hit them in the back. So I don't understand why he decides to brake on the racing line. But please don't ever do that. That's horrible. It can cause a crash. So that's why I'm scared of passing all these bat markers, and that car confirmed it all. So I'm gonna be even more cautious when I pass the bad markers in front of me. Try to do my best, but I lost some time now from Jadier from the back marker. So I mean, in my mind, I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to catch him now, because 3.5 seconds is so much. We have the same pace. I'm not gonna find 3.5 seconds from nowhere. It's impossible. I can't go faster. I'm going my fastest. He's going his fastest, pretty much. At the fastest safe that we can do. I mean, I don't want to be stupidly push it, you know. And the only thing I can hope for is the belt markers to slow him down. But then again, I'm not gonna have clean passes and belt markers, so it's gonna be the same shit anyway. So in my mind, I've kind of given up. I think at this point, or in 5 minutes, I just gave up on Jadier, because I realized I'll never pass him. And now, you know, it's getting up to 4 seconds. It's like, okay, I'm done. I'll have to settle with second, and I'm super happy. Don't get me wrong, I'm super happy for the second position, without a doubt. But this was my chance, my opportunity. I think this is my only chance for first place in this league. I don't think I'll have this opportunity again, because then we're going on dry, and then his experience kicks in, and he's gonna drive away from me, because he's much faster than me, obviously. And what I also tried to do in this rain is module the brakes. I thought that if I don't let the ABS kick in, I think that I can be a little bit quicker. So I really tried to learn the braking points, not the braking points, but the braking pressure of my pedals, as to how much I brake in each corner, so I don't let the ABS kick in, and maybe I can go brake a little bit later and brake a little bit harder. Like here, I managed to. I don't think the ABS kicked in a single time there. So I'm starting to learn, and I think that really helps me. I don't know how Jadier is driving, if he's just slamming the brakes. I'm sure he's not, but I think this is something I'm gonna do for every race. I think just modulate the braking pressure, and maybe that will help me get faster. I don't know, but so I'm gonna try to practice a little bit more for the next race, especially in that braking zones. See if I can gain some positions. Like here, I'm keeping it really good with the brakes, not letting the tires lock up that much. Obviously it's hard to not do it in the rain, but I think I'm doing a pretty good job at least. And here we're coming up on Alexis. I believe he was in the 5th position, no, 6th or 4th in the qualifying. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he couldn't handle the rain. I think a lot of people have been caught off guard with the rain, and probably don't run as well in the rain as in the dry. As he's going wide, he's missing apexes. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. His car appears to be normal, no damages. Because I believe when you crash in the rain, it's not going to be hard crashes most of the time. You're just sliding into each other. So I believe, even though there might be a lot of crashes, I don't think there's going to be a lot of damages. And he lets me pass. Thank you, Alexis. That is amazingly nice of you. Thank you so much. What I like to do every time I pass someone is thank them with the lights. I just flash my light a little bit because I want to thank them. And since I am running in the bonnet cam, you see I look down here? It's because I'm running with the bonnet cam. I can't see if my lights are on or off. So every time I flash my lights to thank someone, I have to look down under the roof to see, is my lights on, is my lights off? So that's a little bad. That loses my concentration a little bit. Yeah, so at this point, 20 minutes in, I think this might actually be the point where I've totally given up. Bat Marcus is causing problems. I'm 3.8 seconds behind Jadier. I'm not gonna be able to catch him. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna slow down my pace now. There's no reason for me to go with my normal race pace. I'm just gonna slow it down to maybe 90%, maybe even 85 or something. To just keep it safe, not make any mistake, take it even more careful with the bat markers, be super careful with the bat markers, and just bring this baby home into second place. And I'm just gonna let Jardir pull away in the times. He's gonna gain more seconds on me, but I really don't care. I can't catch him anyway, so better just bring it home in second place. And this is, the only fun that me and Jardir gets in the race. It's never fun, really, to race behind bat markers, because you never know what happens. They can be unpredictable. But this is the only racing that we get, because we've been running alone for 40 minutes. So at least now we get some kind of racing, for the good and the bad. So I'm braking a little bit earlier, just going really slow. I want to see what the guy's doing, because you see here, got 4 people pretty much battling for the 1 point in 20 position. So these guys obviously don't want to let me pass, because they are racing. You see how slow I'm going? I'm going super slow. They don't want to pass me because they are fighting for the point anyway. And see, Rick is off track there. I'm a little bit scared, so I go slow there too. And this guy go off track, so I brake. I don't want to run into him. Take the left side. And I'm looking at the right, he's side by side. I'm like, please don't battle me, please don't. He backs off, so I can take the apex. That's good. Thank you for that. Popped on running a little bit wide there, but shit happens. Here I get a pretty good run, I think. He's not giving me the normal line, so I have to go on the inside. I'm not happy with that, really. This can put me off a little bit, but I go slow. Brake earlier just to not miss anything. Gain a position quite okay. Coming up to Vias Air Noah with BMW Z4. It's a beautiful car, beautiful color as well. The only green car, I believe. Him and Iceberg. Brake early again. He brakes really, really early. Oh, he spins. I don't know who that was. MTR, I think, or something. He spins. I'm behind Noah. I'm flashing him a little bit, like let me pass, and I think he let off throttle a little bit maybe, or I just pulled away, I don't know. So I'm past those 4 guys now. That's good. That unsettled me a little bit, like you saw there. Spun a little bit and lost my focus. But it's all good. It's all good. Now I'm back in race again. So let's see what happens with the next bat markers. And now you can see that we have catch up to another 3 bat markers here, and I'm 5 seconds behind Jardir. As you see, he has pulled away a bit now. Like I said, I'm going slower, I'm going safer. There's no reason to push because I can't catch up to him anyway. So I'm just gonna go very, very safe and steady. To just bring the baby home in second place. And these guys obviously again gonna take it super careful, because these guys, they are still fighting, and they are fighting for points. So I mean, they don't want to let me buy that easy. Definitely not, as it's 2 minutes left and they just want to gain that last position. So let's see how and when I'll be able to overtake them. Trying to see if this guy lets me pass. He does not let me pass, so I back off to not cause an incident. And I make a new try, see if I can get a good exit here, so I can make a new try. And he actually let me by this time, so thank you for that. And once again I flash my lights, and I have to check if they're still on. Just thank him, And we're coming up to Mark Bolognes. Yeah. He's my friend, and he's also Van Ommen's real friend. This guy is amazing. So struggling a bit in the rain, seems like, but he let me by as well.
Come on, mate.
Easy and no pain. Thank you for that, Bolognes. So we have one lap left after this one. So I'm like Oh my god. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get second place. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is gonna be all good. And I doubt that Jadier would spin in this stage. I think his taking is super safe as well. I think he would back off if any bat marker would cause him problem or something. Because he's still 6 seconds, 5.8 seconds in front of me. And he can afford to even give away 4 seconds just to pass a bat marker safe in one lap. So I don't think he cares. And we're coming up this time to seems like Murphy and Popsu. I'm unsure what he's doing here. So slow down super much. And he just let me by on the outside. I was really unsure of what he was going to do there. So I went really slow. Allowed Jadier to pull even further away. But I really wanted to pass that safe. I don't want to have any incidents now. So doing the last lap now. We're about to lap Popsu. And like I said in the beginning, this guy, I don't know what's up with him in this race. I seriously don't think he can race in the rain. I think that's the problem, one of the problem. And it seems like his mind is somewhere else as well. Considering the second corner there where he just brakes at the dry braking point. It's incomprehensible. I don't understand how he could do that. But so Popsu is now he's known as Popsu the Lapped One. Yes, Popsu the Lapped One. And this will bring him down a lot, I think, on the standings table. I'm pretty sure that after this second place, I'm gonna be jumped up into the second place in the entire tournament as well. I'm not sure. I think it's gonna be really close between me and Tidney. But I'm pretty sure I'll take second place in the league after this one, so I'm super happy with that. 2 corners left of this race, and we're done. Jadier, I'm super happy for his win. Amazing race like usual. And me taking my second place in this league, my debut, it's looking really good for me. So I'm just gonna say hello to Jadier, you know, like, oh Jadier, hello! And there we go, guys. The third race. And don't forget, if you liked this this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more upcoming videos. Thank you guys. Have a lovely evening.